Okay, our records were pretty awful last week with all those upsets, so let's get this done quickly as possible. 49ers at Jets. Vikings shocked everyone when they beat the 49ers in Minnesota last week, and it took the Jets till overtime to finish off the Dolphins. What I took from these games is, 1, the 49ers are still one of the best teams in the league. It was a surprise upset, nobody saw it coming, and they are still the best in the NFC. And 2, despite the win, the Jets are terrible. Sanchez looks awful, and Tebow will soon be in to have them suck even more. They are lucky to have Revis and that pretty good defense, because if not, they would be lower than dirt. Give me the 49ers and a huge comeback win.
Okay, so week 4, we're going to start off with the 49ers at the Jets. I'm taking the 49ers on this one. I think they're going to have a really bad taste in their mouth that the Vikings put there, giggity. And I also think that they're just going to destroy the Jets. They're going to come back in full swing. A team that's supposed to be 3-0, but is 2-1, is going to come out 3-1 by the end of the week because the Jets lost Darrelle Revis, and I think that's really going to hurt them.
Saints at Packers. I mean, what can I say? The Saints are 0-3 going into Packers territory. This team is looking more like the Aints of yesteryear each week. Aaron Rodgers is going to tear up that defense, and Breeze is going to play decent, but they'll collapse towards the end like they've been doing each week and hand over the win to the Packers.
Our next game we have is the Saints traveling to the Packers. I'm taking the Packers in this one because the Saints looked awful against Kansas City, running up the score like that and then losing it all. And letting Jamal Charles rush for over 230 yards is insane. Their defense is doing good, holding them to field goals, but when they achieve 6 field goals in a game, then that's a game you're going to lose, losing that deficit of points that you had. And the Packers are going to pass the ball on the Saints defense all day. I think it's going to be a blowout, but I won't be sure. I still think Breeze will do good, but the Packers are going to come out with the W.
Monday Night Football, Bears at Cowboys. Bears are looking pretty good after they beat St. Louis, and Cowboys are still looking pretty meh in my eyes. The game they had against the Bucs was so damn boring, and in the end, they only beat them 16-10. With Chicago coming to Dallas, I think the Cowboys are going to struggle. So, yes, I'm going against the Cowboys for a 3rd week in a row, and I'm picking the Bears. Their defense should be able to get to Romo, and Cutler, I think, is going to do just fine.
The Bears at the Cowboys, I'm going to go with the Bears on this one because they played so-so against the Rams, and the Cowboys didn't do any better against the Bucs, but this is really going to be a toss-up to see which Bears team comes into play, and the same with Romo, which Tony Romo is going to come into play. Is he going to be like the one making the stupid decisions, throwing up interceptions, or is he going to be the one throwing touchdowns? But all in all, I think the Bears are going to come out with a win.
Sunday Night Football, we got Giants at Eagles. Giants dominated the Panthers Thursday night, and the Eagles got dominated by a now 3-0 Arizona Cardinals team. The constant turnovers and Fragile Vic are simply killing the Eagles, and let's face it, those 2 wins should have been losses, but they got through by the skin of their teeth, so they should be 0-3. Giants offense is playing great football with Eli, and the Eagles are looking like crap, so I'm going with the Giants to go into Philly and show who the top dog is in the NFC East.
Our next game we have is the Giants at the Eagles, which I don't know why I'm picking them, but I am picking the Giants. I dislike the Giants, but they did dominate the Panthers Thursday night because of their defense, and their running back, Andre Brown, has really stepped it up with all the injuries, running for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the Eagles, after 3 games, have a -6 turnover ratio, which it just blows my mind that they're 2-1, but they played like shit against the Cardinals, so I'm going with the Giants in this one.
My upset this week looks at the Vikings going to the Lions. The Vikings upset the 49ers last week, and the Lions lost an extremely close one to the Titans, 44-41. I'm liking what Ponder is doing at QB for the Vikings, and the Lions appear to be on some sort of slide. It has the potential to be a close one in Detroit, but in the end, I'm going to have to go with the Vikings on this one.
For my upset special, I'm picking the Dolphins over the Cardinals because there's no way the Cardinals should be 3-0 at this point in the season. They blew out the Eagles last week, but I think the Dolphins' running game is what's really going to get them going. They had 2 running touchdowns and 2 field goals, but the Cardinals really just blew out the Eagles. Ryan Tannehill didn't throw for any touchdowns, but like I said, it's going to be a run game first, and I'm going to pick the underdogs on this one and go with the Dolphins.
The T-Pop's Upset Pick of the Week. The Cleveland Browns.
Let us know in the comments below. Every week we will give a shout out to those who prove us wrong.
You can only prove us wrong in one game, so choose wisely.
Subscribe for weekly NFL picks. Thanks again for watching.